Welcome to the Finish Line with Sew Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today I have a small quilt top that I want to finish. It's going to be a topper for a table, and there's 9 blocks in it, and with those 9 blocks I want to put a flower in each block. Now I could draw them out, or I can use templates. And the idea with templates is, well, there's a lot less drawing. It's more precise because the machine follows a guide, and it also goes together quick and easy. This table topper was Tuesday's video, and I do want to enjoy it this summer, so I do want to get it quilted. Now each one of these squares is 10 inches, even this half square triangle and that corner. I'm going to treat each square individual. So I will have 9 patterns in this entire quilt. And the pattern that I want to do is a little flower shape. You will notice it more on the lighter fabric than you will the floral print. But just so that we do notice it a little bit more, I'm going to use a beautiful orange. It's going to be for the front and the back. The templates are going to stitch up very easily because there's not going to be as much marking that I will need to do on the quilt. I'm going to be using this teardrop shape from Silly Moon. I do have some lovely markings on this that's going to also help this go quick and easy. My markings for each block will be from corner to corner and then a center line. I will be using an air erase or fade away marker. Now I'm going to take this to the machine and the template to the machine, put my gloves on, and I'll show you how pretty this little teardrop shape is going to turn out. For these templates, we do need to have that ruler foot on. I am sitting down with a sit-down Bernina Q20, but you can do this on any domestic machine. We just need to have the right foot. And I'm going to start and pull my thread up from the center. And I'm going to have that needle right down into the fabric. So put that down and lower your foot down. Once it's lowered, I can slide it, come right to that end and start. There's a line in the center of that little teardrop that's going to line up to that center line. I also have some lines going horizontal. Those will also match up to the lines going in this direction. There are some markings on the inside of the ruler that I'm going to show you as I go along. But the first thing I'm going to need to do is just stitch right around and stop and start right in that same hole. It is important that our templates or our rulers sit flat and that we are not in a little hump of fabric. So I'm going to start and go around. So we're just going to go around once. Now I get to rotate that ruler. So I could just pick this up and rotate it to my next spot. I do want that ruler to go right to that edge. I want that center line to match up. And along the side of the ruler, you're going to see a little mark that's going to line up to that last row of stitching. So we do have those markings on the ruler. Those markings will line right up with that last row of stitching. We need to make sure that that foot really sits along that ruler. Rotate. My stitching is going to sit right here. My line is lined up. Do another rotation. Line it up, and away we go. And I'm going to be able to just continue to rotate, lining up my marks and that straight line. Last rotation, and I get to line up. The other side does have lines to line up. That will line up if we're making 6 loops. I'm making 8, so I'm using this side. That last one has given me 8 perfect little petals. This is a circle, so I do have a corner that is a little bit larger. I do have some space here. So I'm going to be able to take the bigger 3 and go right around. So I'm making a double loop. I still have my needle down, so I don't have to worry about that. Put the foot down, just slide this right over, line it up, and do that row of stitching. So I have a double loop, but it fills in this corner. I'm going to do the 4 corners this way. So these loops are singles and these are doubles. And I'm going to repeat this for all 9 blocks. Now I want to do a row of stitching around the inside. And I'm going to use that same template. I like that this corner is a little bit round. So when I stitch, I'm just going to be able to turn that corner in a bit of a curve. I do not have to have it as straight. I do want my stitching line to come 1/4 inch from this seam. So this edge of the ruler needs to be over 1/2 inch. There are 2 ways we can do that. We can mark that 1/2 inch where the ruler is going to sit, so that edge would sit right there. Or you can get a little spacer. This spacer has all of these little arms, and each arm is a different measurement. So I would be looking for this 1/2 inch measurement. So instead of marking, I'm going to take this little measurement and put it right along that edge. So I can do it there and here. This is just going to save me some marking, but either way will work out fine. Now I'm going to be able to go around that corner. If we go slowly, you can see how I have that nice gentle curve. Stitch a little bit and then move this little dude until I match up those 2 corners. And keep going all the way around. And I'm going to do that to each square. Those curves really did give a nice finish to those corners. I need to think of the border. The border, I'm going to do 1 and 2 rows of stitching, just straight stitching all the way. And I'm going to use that curve. I have gentle curves around all of these blocks and a beautiful floral design. It looks beautiful from the front and just as nice from the back. And my easy flowers were all done with these simple little teardrop shapes. I'll put a link in the description where I did make this quilt top. It's from a panel, and I was able to get a table runner along with it. These pieces here are just pictures or panels, so I didn't have to do any of the piecing. So this went together quick and easy. And using the templates made the flowers easy to do, quick to do, and they're very precise. Thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and I do have a newsletter. It's all free under Sew Very Easy. And be sure to make every day a Sewtacular day. Bye for now.